Hey everybody, Seven here, and thank you so much for joining us in the 6th winter of Medieval Dynasty. Let's get this done and out of the way, and then we'll get into what we're doing for the season because this is going to be a big one. Oh, I'm definitely going to take the diplomacy. It's like one of the hardest. It's so weird. It's one of the hardest for Racimir to level up, and one of the easiest, actually probably the easiest for the townsfolk to level up. Got kind of a gross day out there. All right, so as promised, we're going to finish the story, but I'm going to make you wait a little bit. So we're going to do our regular day one stuff. We're going to go around, check for repairs, dig our stuff. With whatever time's left, we'll maybe do some more decorating. I think there's a couple of houses that don't quite have all of their upper level stuff here just yet. I might run out to Veronica, buy some linen, because I ran out before I get all the lights put up. And I really do want to put all those lights up. They just, again, like I keep saying, the decorations don't do anything different. You know, the badger rug versus the bear rug, the lights versus the straw crappy ones here. But, you know, that's part of the charm of this game, is making it look the way you want it to, making it play the way you want it to. And not playing on 200% taxes, because that's just, you know, suicide and stupid. Alright, but let's check for repairs, and we'll get to work. Yeah, that farm shed keeps getting busted. See, the thing is, the barn, like, it keeps getting bigger and bigger, so it gets, like, essentially more hit points. And when you get to the barn level 3, you can, the walls are made out of stone, and you can actually limestone it. Now, I see a lot of people on the forums saying, like, oh, what does upgrading your work sites do? You know, because it doesn't do anything for happiness, and that is true. It does not impact the happiness, and it won't make them more productive or anything like that. And if you do put insulation on it, I haven't seen confirmation from anybody at RenderCube or Toplets, but just my own personal observation, I swear I repair things less when they're insulated. So I think it's more like a armor. You could look at it like that. But anyway, let's get these repairs blammed out, and we'll go dig up our copper. Oh, but right, getting back to the farm shed, I wish that there was tiers of it. Like, it is a brand new building, and I just wish that there was like a 3-tier system like what the barn has. You know, because look at this tiny, I mean, it's a shack. It literally is a shed, you know. And I would like to be able to just sort of crank it up to, you know, logs, and crank it up to cobblestone and like that. Now we've got one house that's unfinished. We've got a whole lot of houses that aren't fully limestoned. Yeah, I know I totally just said cobblestone a minute ago. Listen, man, I'm a big 7 Days to Die player, so I wish it didn't call tin aluminum again. Alright, now this thing is still here. That means it's gonna be new or not. Probably not. I doubt it. Okay, yeah. Oh, missed something though. Yeah, so I think there might be some overlap in how those spawn out. I'm thinking like maybe every season you can get new stuff, but the old stuff doesn't despawn right away somehow. I don't know. Ever since they added the 20 new ones, I've been kind of like a little gray on how they operate. I used to think I had a pretty good handle on them, but I'm not so sure these days. Alrighty, so the mine's all empty, and we unfortunately ran out of flax for the barn to thresh. I mean, not exactly a high priority for me, but it's now causing the one that was intermittent to now be 1 to 2, 1 to 2, so I'm just gonna fix it real quick here.
How are you? Whatever you need, I've got it.
Just some flax and some, yes. Ooh. Huh. I took the cash out of there that my girlfriend had picked up for us, and I thought there was gonna be a whole lot more than that.
Have a good day.
You too. Hang on a sec, I might be back in a sec. What the hell, I'll sell the 2 axes, I'll just make new ones. Oh geez, what the hell am I thinking? Can't believe I forgot all about those boots. It's because I don't have a clothes stall yet. Speaking of stalls, while I was digging the mine, I had to make all kinds of modifications to the stall. You started selling way too many wood vials, and the craftsman at the workshop will not level up nearly as fast as your diplomacy at the stall will.
How can I help? My wares never disappoint.
So she just kept getting better and better and better at her job, and you know, a percentage allotment that I had given
Goodbye.
to her selling the wooden vials, it quickly became more than what the craftsmen were bringing in. And then yeah, my hunters are going up, but the amount of fur and leather they were bringing in, you know, was not keeping up. So her numbers on that got a little high. And then the same happened with her wood stuff. Like, yeah, the woodcutters are going pretty good. I think they're both 5s. They're working on getting 5s, but yeah, they're obviously not going to be going nearly as quick as she is. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta make sure that I flirt with her this season. Yeah, and here you can see that, you know, I think she might be one of our newest. Yeah, she is our newest. She's our newest townsfolk, and she's already at a 5. Yeah, she's at 5, and she's already rapidly approaching level 6. Oh, damn, we got a 6 hunter, though. We got a couple of 6 hunters. Wild. And one of our kids is 1, and one of our kids is just 0. I think he was actually just born today. Yeah, these guys are being pretty nice to me about the spacing out here. So I'm not losing, you know, all of the really key critical positions that I've got going on in the town. I'm not losing them all like right at the same time. So this is working out pretty okay. Alright, so run home here, we'll get everything smelted up. I don't know as though I really need to make stuff with it just yet. Alright, we got everything all smelted up and in record time here. I'm gonna blam out a bunch of copper knives with just excess leftover, like I usually do. And then I'll finish up that house, and then maybe we get Racimir to bed a little on the early side this time. Oh crap, I'm gonna need about $180 here, aren't I? Alright, so this is cool. We're actually starting to profit on the knives. So I just made, like what, 12 or so knives, and there's 20 in there, so we're actually starting to profit on it, which is cool. Okay, I'm not sure how this happened. Like, we should hit equilibrium here, I thought. We're using 98 exactly at the kitchen, and we're only bringing in 75, so that'll go down. And then once it flags, I'll worry about it then. Oh shoot, I was in there to actually eat, so I didn't have to in the morning. And the lady friend made us a little bit of cash here. Oh, we are $18 short. Perfect. Alright, now let's go see if we can finish up this house over here. I'm trying to remember what it actually even needs. I for some reason want to just say planks. Like, just planks, that's it. But I brought some stones and some other things on me, so maybe we can get this blammed out, get Racimir to bed, and then we'll do tomorrow. And what the hell, I think we'll show off all the endings. That might end up making it for a bit longer of a video, just because I'm probably not gonna like cut out the stuff. I'm gonna let the full interaction play and the full, you know, scene play or whatever. But there's several different options you can choose at the end of it. And done. Good deal. All right, so we've now got several houses that are open. The thing is, I don't know as though I need more people just yet. The farm is bringing in enough for the kitchens. The hunting lodge has its 4 people. Granted, not all 4 of those people are working there right yet. One's on maternity leave and one's about to go. But I don't know as though I need people yet. I don't know, we'll have to think about the expansion. Maybe we'll think about the expansion after we're done with the story here. Alright, good night, guys. Okay, so... Ooh. Almost kind of a fitting day for this, I suppose. Alright, so let's talk to the lady friend and then we'll head off.
How are you?
Hi! How are you today, beautiful? Yeah, we can't hit that top one just yet. Oh, please, yes. He's always horny and hammered. torturing and blackmailed about it. Oh man. Like, listen, anybody who doesn't choose the free spirit, please tell me why, because just it's fantastic. I don't think she'd like to get hit with anything too serious, but I wonder if she'd be the sentimental type. Let's see how much this goes up. Only 3. Too bad I can't fry food. You're freaking great. We've already hit that one. Oh, this one ought to be good. That's a point. Oh my god. Okay.
Goodbye.
Have a good day. Go make us $1 million. I love you. Well, we're flagging that we're out of rye now. Oh, we're flagging that we're not selling something too. What the hell are we not selling? We're not selling firewood. Back that up a little bit. Honestly, she might just not be able to get 100%. She's selling things too well right now. That can go a little higher. We're not bringing any in. That's literally just from anytime I personally chop down trees. Might as well just get rid of them. There's no sense in even having them in there. Anytime I want to make bolts, I can just go chop down a tree. Or I have a chicken coop, you know, like we don't need that. Now we got that
How is life best
sorted out a little bit better here.
Treating you. Have a good day.
You too. Ah, crap, I don't think I have the cash to buy fast travel. There's 4 clay vials, a couple of knives, found a spare pair of boots. That should be more than $600 right there, I'm sure. And we haven't even dipped into all the bronze. Like, we've got a stockpile of bronze in there. I haven't even used it yet. I haven't used all of last year's.
Only the best products here.
Once again, not interested in your products. Maybe someday. That's unlikely, though.
Hail, friend. Have a good day.
No reason to get passive-aggressive about it, man. Jeesh. Hell, wait till I open a tavern. No, I'm not doing that this time. I've opened up taverns so many times. We don't need to open a tavern this time. Alright, so 1,400 minus 600 is going to be 800, so we can get out there, pay him, and get back. Outstanding. Let's roll. And, you know, after this, I'll probably cut up just the endings, and I'll probably release that as, like, its own standalone, smaller video. Which is practically going to be just, like, the dialogue interactions and maybe the cutscene that happens at the end of it. Alright, everybody, who's ready? I've got everything we need, Kestrel. He's waiting on your signal. Good luck. Yeah, so I guess, technically speaking, yeah, there is a 6 and a 7 to it, but... Oh, no, not interested. But that previous part is just, it's a gopher mission, you know? And I'm pretty sure that, I wonder if that's still bugged. Oh no, they fixed it. Okay, so it used to be low-key bugged where... Where'd that creek go? I do want to fill this thing up. But it used to have a minor bug to it where... So you know how the water skins have 4 usages out of them, I think? But, yeah, the water skins have 4 usages, 25% basically per usage. What would happen was... It said, like, you know, 1 out of 4 or something like that over on the side. When you went to go to Kestrel to turn it in, all it did was it, like, emptied out 1 4. What the hell are you doing? You're running towards the mine, you frickin' idiot. Pay attention. But anyway, what it would do is it wouldn't take the water skin. Like, I think that's pretty much how they intended, like, to actually give him the item. Like, either make one, get the leather and make one, or go to a tailor and buy one or something like that. Like, they intended for you to actually give him a full water skin. And what it used to do, actually, was just... It would take out one unit, so you'd go to complete the quest, and then now you would have 3/4 of a water skin, and the water would just magically transport with him. Is this stealing? Cool. I'll take that too. Hey, give me your hat. No, I don't want the stick. I want... Oh, these sacks aren't searchable. That's interesting. F it. I'll take the bucket too. Right, let's do this. Everything's ready. You can, drop the act, dude. Yeah, I always keep my word. Why? What did you see? Why? Why only after a few weeks? No. No, that's not even possible. What was his name? No, his name. That's a Wizen. Here's the interesting part. A good chunk of people have been, deceitful and either outright lying or at the very least hiding truths from us right from the get-go. Oh, nice. So, it really is pretty open to interpretation how seriously you want to take what's coming up here. Some parts about what Kestrel said. And honestly, Kestrel is probably the one person I actually trust. She's never lied to us. She has no reason to lie to us. You're just gonna give me a carrot? No, you didn't even give me a carrot. You give me rip off. Sambor has hid things, lied, got us to carry a bag of his crap around. He also didn't tell us that he was a frickin' torturer and a mercenary and all the other stuff, so... he's got reason to lie. This guy has been living in, quite the double life the entire time since the day we met him. So anything he says is highly suspect. Kestrel, she told us some bad stuff, and so it could have been, well, you'll see. I just love the way his responses are written, like a father. Yeah, strict but fair. Yeah, there are still black and white, and there are still right and wrong. No, it's not story hour. No, yeah. Let's talk about the way he died. Die in their sleep, do they? They died of old age, then? He didn't wake up the next morning. Now, here's the thing. He claims to have never lied to you, but he withheld just so much stuff. And him dying in his sleep is technically a lie. So, you can take his story, and he's got quite the doozy here. Yeah, you don't call him that anymore. And then you have to select one of these. All it does is just give a little bit of backstory. Once you choose one of them, you can go to like the real answer, but let's go through it. Yeah, you don't call him brother, you don't call me son. Yeah, he didn't leave them, you took them. So, you didn't want the job, so let's check this. Skills in his mind. Yeah, who would kill for it? Okay, so didn't want his job, didn't want his life, and you were jealous of him. I'm not sure if you can go back on this choice. I'll find out in a second here. Oh, yeah, so you can actually double dip on this one too. Alright, and then you can ask why he really did, and then this is where he comes up with quite the story. It's believable, it's plausible, especially after everything that Kestrel said, but it's coming from him, and I just don't know. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay. And now here's where, like, all of these are varying and differing results, and they all give you different cutscenes, and the cutscenes in this game are actually very, very few and far between, but they're interesting. So now we're going to run through all of these. Alright, so let's see this one here.
I never had a chance to meet my uncle, to judge his character on my own. But I got to know you, Unigost. And though I do not condone your actions, I understand the reasons. To be a man is not to never err, but to make hard decisions when they are necessary. You made yours. And it's something you will need to live with for the rest of your life. As will I.
And that's the finale of the story. Let's go see what the other ones are. When I reloaded, he teleported outside the house, so I'll track down number 2.
You are exiled from this land, Unigost. Leaving this peaceful place as a murderer and a liar shows your true colors. You tried to poison my mind just like you did with Jordan's. But that's not going to work this time. I've seen through your deceit. You deserve no forgiveness, only pity. Your hands will never be clean.
And here's the thing, he was both deceitful of Unigost and of you. You know, he never came clean about his stuff with Castrol. He just assumed that Unigost knew because Unigost knew everything. Or he just assumed that your uncle knew because your uncle knew everything. So, you know, Unigost was fooling around with his so-called brother's girl and, you know, hiding and manipulating his decisions as well. You know, he's kind of like, I don't know, like he paints your uncle as such a huge villain. Well, then he's Iago to your uncle's Jafar. Then let's track down the third one. So now we'll go for the fatality.
I have learned a lot from you, Unigost. You taught me what it means to be a man. That what needs to be done doesn't always feel right. And I need you to understand that this doesn't either. But blood has been spilled, and the law of this realm demands more blood in return. Is this just? Does true justice even exist? You can rest now, Unigost. And may you find peace in that rest.
Though I personally was never super into that ending just because it's like, you know, the old Hammurabi Code thing of eye for an eye. I mean, just because the law is the law, so you kill somebody, ergo your life is forfeit automatically. I don't know. I like the other decisions of it puts more on Racimir and makes it Racimir's call. Because Racimir was the one that was wronged in this. I mean, yeah, your uncle was wronged because your uncle's dead, but I do feel it more appropriate to be Rasimir's call. So I think the banishments feel like, you know, he's kind of circumventing the law, but he's not really taking the law into his own hands. Like he's not pulling out his crossbow and taking Unigost out himself, you know. But it feels like Rasimir's taking agency over this decision, and I do actually really like that. All right, last one. And fatality number 2.
You murdered my kin, my blood. You took his place, the same ways you took his woman, and you wanted to take away his good name as well. You're a vicious snake, Unigost. Killing you is merciful, because I cannot imagine anything more sickening than living in your skin. As your rotting body will be pecked by the crows, let that be a lesson for everyone. Nobody harms my family and lives.
And honestly, that's probably the one that's like my definite least, ending to go with. It's a really boisterous, brash, it's a wrathful and vengeful ending, Honestly, the more wrathful Spare Him seems to be the most, like, I don't know, to me that seems always the most engaging, just because it's like, you don't have any reason to trust him. Granted, you don't have any reason not to trust Castrol, so it does lend weight and potential credibility to what he says, but you'll never know. Like, nobody here, you can't ask anybody about your uncle, even though, he was the Castellan of this place. Although, he's been dead for, what did he say, like 5 years, 10 years, something like that? So, there's no way of, like, talking to the farmer, talking to the barkeep, or something like that. I mean, hell, your uncle built that damn bar. So, you would think that you'd be able to talk to somebody like, hey, listen, how was he, really? There's no way of getting any sort of confirmation about what anything Unigas said was true. So for him to take that, boisterous proving that it was all false, that's also equally difficult. You can honestly full tilt ignore the story altogether. But that was all of the endings, and I am very interested to see what anybody thinks. If there's an ending that you haven't done yet or haven't seen, what do you think about any of those endings that you haven't tried out yet? I'm very curious, because while this story it's incredibly short and you don't really need to spend a whole lot of time getting through it, it's also incredibly engaging. This is one of the better written, more engaging, more compelling stories that I've had in a video game in a very long time. And it's a completely optional, like, not, there's some optional side stuff here and there. No, the whole story altogether is fully optional. And it's just a really, really, just fantastic story. So, I don't know, what did everybody think about that? I'm not ending it here. Like I said, I do have a spot to end it. And it's going to be really dependent on the wife thing. So, I think we're going to end it at the year 7. For those of you who do know what the year 7 thing that I'm talking about, no, don't spoil it for everybody else, because I'm not, going to go too deep into that. But there's basically like one final milestone that is so far programmed into the game, and then basically after that, the whole game kind of just repeats itself. But that repeating itself is also part of the charm, because then you can continue to expand, you can tear things down, build new, make your town, remake your town. Obviously, everybody knows that you can play as your son once you die. That's literally the point of that's why it's dynasties. All right, well, now that that's done and done, time to focus on our own story, I suppose, and write a new one. And also figure out what the hell is flagging. Out of sticks? What? Alright, that's gotta do it. I mean, the whole stick situation, it's just gonna fix itself in a hot second here anyway. We're dangerously close to 5,000 building technology here. So once we get that, we get a whole bunch of really cool decorations that we can start throwing around. We can finally get that mine going. So we won't be into the Iron Age, but we'll go around, just get every single person with good extraction that we can get our hands on. Load that mine with 6 brand new people. It might monkey up our food situation slightly. Adding 6 more mouths to feed that aren't contributing anything to the feeding. We get that mine. We get completely out of the Stone Age. We skip right over the Copper Age, and then we'll be able to get ore intake. We'll get the blacksmiths working on smelting instead of the stone stuff, and then we'll get some blacksmiths working on actually making the advanced tools. And then at that point, we'll actually probably need another stall because the durability on them is so high. They'll be making bronze knives faster than what the hunters can use them. They'll be making, bronze shovels and pickaxes faster than what the excavation shed can use it. So we'll actually need to get a secondary stall pretty quick, because otherwise our weight situation will just explode. Yeah, so you're working, but so all of this can probably go down. We just don't need it to move this fast. Get that flour moving better, though. Yeah, we're actually starting to overproduce on the animal feed, so let's kick that down a little bit further, actually. Just crank the hell out of the flour. Because even at that rate, 33 a day, that's not even close to what these guys are using. Oh, yeah, you're not going to tell me. See, that is one minor annoyance. Because it says out of resources, it won't tell you how many it wants per day. It'll only tell you how much it's actually using. Yeah, I'm just going to manually make a little bit of flour and then toss it in there just to try to get some of these numbers to unpost. Yeah, we're still way high on the oat action here. Yikes. We're going to need to go buy just some farm goods. The rye and oat situation should hit an equilibrium. We've clearly got enough oat, so if we're making enough oat, then we're making enough rye, because we've got the same amount of farm field. It's just I kind of started a little off-kilter. So because we started off-kilter, that means, I'm going to have to, just manually shoehorn a little bit of stuff around a little bit. I just snagged a little bit of extra stuff to dump off here. I do want to get this farm balanced out a little bit better here. Alright, so I just checked. We're actually at 46 out of 5 grand. So, the building technology is going to be a little bit longer than I would have liked.
How are you? Best goods in the valley?
I know it, my man. Alright, we can dump a whole good chunk of that. Alright, that. I had plenty extra of that. Definitely don't need that. Don't care about these. That can go too. Alright, so we want all this rye. I'm not going to buy the rye grain because I probably shouldn't need it, but we're going to need a lot of this wheat grain. Oh man, buying the good stuff, buying the seed or the usable resources, always way more expensive.
See you soon.
Take care, man. Alright, 50 wheat is not going to get a whole lot of flour, but we'll see what it makes, and then we'll dump that in, and hopefully that'll kind of get some kind of balance going. Alright, so we just tossed in 100, and that might last the winter, but that's probably about it. Alright, so we got hammer, we got limestone. Go berserk, we'll try to get all these up as best we can here. I still have the excavation shed set to, completely ignore stone and get full tilt limestone. If I'm mining myself, then I can just, instead of leaving the stone on the floor of the mine, I can just dump it in the resource storage that's right there. I guess fur and linen and the leather. And we'll get finished up on lighting up everybody's house. If anybody's missing rugs, we'll fix that too. Boy, the traps, did they adjust this or something? Because I swear, man, these are moving fast now. Alright, so let's go up and down and we'll see where I left off, because I have no recollection. Oh crap, we didn't do the sticks. Oh crap, we don't have straw himblies hanging all over the place either. Alright, let's go fix that. Well, on another technology side of things, I just checked and we're 300 points away from a stable. So, very cool. Hey, guess what we're out of? Apparently even the modifications that I did make to the woodcutters, yeah, not enough. Well, whatever. I'm certainly not making another woodcutter. Not when, probably in a year or two, we're likely going to tear it down. I mean, we're going to tear down one of the ones that we already have. Not like, oh, make one and then tear it down in a year. No, I mean, I'm likely going to... I'm still at 2 for right now. Once you get your guys above 5-ish, Especially once everything gets fully insulated. You know, you reach a point where you just don't need 2 woodcutters. But we're still at that point yet, so I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet just a little bit here. So we'll do a little quick decorating here and then get Racimir to bed. And then probably for day 3, I'm not sure. Not really any kind of farming I can do, you know, because I would like to get the farming tech moving a little faster for that stable. Ah, nuts! We need 5 grand for the good one of that too. 'Cause I'm not hanging those crappy, just standing torches. That's weird. I'm seem to have done this kind of haphazardly here. Not usually how I do things. Nice. Actually, you know what I should really do tomorrow? You will take a little bit of advantage of our bronze situation, and we need to track down where the gift vendor is. Because without the gifts, it really does take quite a bit of time to go through the courting situation. What'd you run out of? Of course, we're at a linen thread. There should be a good chunk of the flax stock, so I might be able to make, I don't know, a couple more lanterns worth? Alright, so we got a whopping 19. I think that's gonna get, what, like 4 lights? Yeah, I think it's gonna be just shy of 5. Where the hell did I leave off? You know, it also occurred to me that I'm completely wasting resources on people that aren't even here yet. Well, these miners are going to be very, very happy with me once they show up. And once I actually need to go get them. This does not get you... damn it, we ran out already. That doesn't get you any XP or any technology. So yeah, you are technically doing things with a hammer. It doesn't count the same as if you were insulating or... oh, wait, insulating. You know what? I should throw a bunch of daub around. Alright. Good night, guys. Okay, before we get back into the decorating, let's get the gift trader first. Let's make some bronze crap, too. We have a couple of pairs of shoes in here. We should have some leftover cash from what our lovely lady friend has been selling yesterday. Why are we down to 1 stone axe? Oh my god, I've completely overcompensated here, haven't I? We have 28 stone... Oh, we have 28 stone knives because I've been using the copper knives for a while. No, they'll always go for the lowest one first. So what the hell? Why do we have 28 stone knives? I'm only going to adjust the one. I don't think I'm going to adjust the other one. Well, okay. Yeah, we'll do this. So 2 stone axes a day, 8 knives. Well, 16 knives, which, sheesh, man, listen. You should not be using that many frickin' knives. Like, get out of here. Alright, so 20 bars should make 10 knives, right? We'll blem out these. We'll go talk to somebody, have them tell us where the trader is. We'll hope it's not in, like, Jazerica or something, where it costs, like, $700 to get out there. And honestly, Hornica is the only decent location that it could be, because all the other taverns are just forever away. Yeah, so maybe I will have one tavern in town. Even if only to have a spot where the gift trader would spawn. You know, the second I said that and came out of my mouth, I'm like, by the time I get to the point of being able to build a tavern, I'm not going to need it because I'm going to be already married. I mean, I'm hoping to be married by spring. I should be able to do it. If I can get her a gift this season and a gift next season, then we should probably be done, I think. Yeah, F it. Alright, we'll take 10 more. You know, another thought did just occur to me. I've got this other workshop that's doing literally nothing. You know, we've got all this clay coming in, and the workshop that I've got, since it's only got 1 staff anyway, because it's, the coworker is out on maternity leave, you know, maybe we should get that other workshop operational too. Alrighty, whole ton of knives. Got a little bit of clothing to sell, not much. Yeah, so that's probably 2 that we can sell.
Hail, friend.
Alright, where can I find vendors? Of course. Yikes. $900 just in travel expenses. Alright, let's dump off a whole bunch of stuff. We'll see how much cash we have.
Hello. My wares never disappoint.
Unfortunately, my man, I'm not here for your wares this time.
Have a good day.
Bartender or cook, whatever.
Hello there. Whatever you need, I've got it. Goodbye.
Alright, so we got $2,000 on us. So we can spend around $1,500. I'm hoping that there'll be 2 700 items here so that, you know, because I like to get one now, one for
Hello.
essentially tomorrow. Hi.
Only the best products here.
50s. Yeah, we can afford it. Yeah, and then we barely have enough left over for the trip
Have a good
home.
day.
Outstanding. Alright, so we'll go give her one now. Tomorrow with flirting and another gift.
Hello there.
I mean, she should be pretty up there right now, I think. It also factors in how useful these gifts are, because there aren't any bad gifts anymore, but there are, like, weaker gifts.
there.
And I'm pretty sure that both of these are not going to be really that interesting to her. I got you a little something. The necklace she might like, but that coverlet, that's for maybe the hard worker. There's one of them that likes, like, useful items, like the sewing kit and the blanket and, like, that kind of stuff. So let's see. Oh, 7. Free good. Like, the free spirit is just so... I love it. Alright, 72. Wait, I can still... I thought she said she was done flirting with me for the season. Interesting. You know, let's hit this. Plow the fields. Oh, wait, no, I did hit that one with her already. Oh, jeez. Alright, 2 and 4 have me curious, but I have seen this, and I don't think I've ever actually hit it, so let's... Oh, plus 10! Oh, what? Okay, wild.
Have a good day.
Okay, so we're at 89, so it's going to be an absolute slam dunk. We are going to get married in the spring. I mean, honestly, I don't think there's any combination of flirt, RNG, or anything that could possibly derail us from that. Yeah, so the necklace will probably give us 5 to 7, and then we'll definitely get the rest. Alright, what the hell else am I doing today? Alright, so we've got 4 houses open, and we've got room enough to build at least 3 more. You know, we're not even at needing the extraction people just yet, and we still have space for them. So I'm thinking, let's pick up 2 production people. Okay, scratch that. We need 3, actually, and we need all of them guys. I'm not really sure how I managed to do this. I have an odd number of production people. Oh, you know what it was? I picked her up because she was making me laugh, so I wanted her to move to our town. And she was diplomacy, not production, but I put her into a production job anyway. And I think the others were just... I was finding such a crazy allotment of... like, guys that were okay, but ladies that were just ridiculously amazing. So I kind of was like, you know, okay, let's take extras, this extra, that, whatever. Alright, so 3 production guys. And we've got all day. Wow, okay. You're off to a banging start. Oh, I think this might be a new one. Yeah, I don't think I've seen one here before. Alright, $26. Take that action. Wow, a 100% good torch. That's very cool. Crappy shovel. And someone's pants. Alright. Bad time of year to lose your pants, my bud. I'll actually probably dump off a lot of this in Veronica and just see if there's any linen I can pick up over here. Actually, you know what? Worst case scenario, I could probably stop off at the storage room over here. I'll bet by now at least another pair or two of boots and definitely some sale money has rolled in there. I mean, honestly, as for the taxes, I'm probably not going to pay them on day one. I mean, I'm not going to have the money to pay them on day one anyway. You know, there's going to be enough income with the boots, with all the mining I'm going to do on day one, and everything like that. It's going to be fine. We're not really in any sort of jeopardy of losing reputation or anything here. Okay, there's things that look like they should be my fault that I didn't actually do. What? Dovahkiin! Production mail. Also, wow, and you're good at a lot of other good things too. Nice.
How's
Hi.
life treating you?
Treat me alright. How are you doing? Alright, my man. Find you just any old empty house. Perfect. Yeah, sure. Let's go here. Listen, someday, I promise I'm gonna take care of all those trees. Probably. You. Wow. Weird. I heard about this. I heard about after Sambor's thing, you can find them just on like random, rock outcroppings and stuff like that. Nowhere near his house. I've never actually seen any though. Yeah, so we're right here. Huh. Like, I heard people say that they had found them, but I never actually found any myself. That's really cool. And, of course, check the island for cool stuff, because new islands do tend to have some neat stuff. Oh, I thought that was a barrel. It's just a rock. Well, nothing today. What if we'll get any more glitched out bandits this season? That was real weird. Now, somebody had actually said, oh, I think that might be like a new spawn location, because part of that whole 20 new locations thing, like, it wasn't just, campsites to rob and just, free goodies. There were bandit locations that popped in as well. So somebody was saying that they can spawn on the bridges now, or at least some of the bridges. So that may actually be a spawn location now, but whatever happened there, they got borked pretty hard. Alright, he is a 3 production.
How is life treating you?
Not too bad, my man. How's life treating? You're joking. Wait a minute. I've completed the entire storyline.
See you
And,
soon.
like, I think that's the last chapter, too. I think. There might be one more, I don't think so, but... You mean to tell me you won't come with me? Now, we'll have to see if he's still in Rolnica. Oh, wait. It's the end of the year. Here's another thing that somebody had told me. The townsfolk like that, they don't reset annually. So did that change or get adjusted or something? Because it always felt to me like between seasons they would move, and then like annually in the springtime you'd get like a whole new batch. Because I mean, you'd have to get a new batch at some point, right? Because if you went around and just, oh yeah, this is the one that I got when the weirdness happened. But if you'd gone around and you just recruited, like, just every townsfolk that was there, they'd have to give you new ones. And the thing is, eventually you would, because if there's only, 3 per town, and if they never restocked, you'd quickly run every single town dry of recruitable people. And I have seen them walk the roads. It was usually late at night and usually on day 3. Like, you'd sometimes see them just walking these paths. And the only thing that I got curious and I followed somebody one time. And all they did was they were walking from one town. They walked the road, walked the road, walked the road. They went not even to the next town over. They went several towns over. Went up to the campfire, just sat. It was just wild. I was like, oh, so... it felt like looking behind the curtain a little bit, which is kind of neat. which that's something I always love doing, is like understanding the mechanics and the behind the scenes of how a game ticks, what the game does, you know, how it calculates things or how it addresses certain things. Okay. That might be the weakest cart I've ever seen. But the really neat thing about these early access and not completely finished games is they can change their mind at any time. Alright, yeah, I must have gotten this one, you know, so they might have laid down a set of mechanics and how they want, you know, the behind the scenes numbers to get rolled this way or that way. They don't like it, they change it with an update, or they find an imbalance, or they find, you know, an accidental exploit that they didn't intend to be included. You know, they just change it. And then the neat thing is, it gives people like me an opportunity to, okay, so what's the new mechanic? What's the new way that the game processes this or thinks about it? That's why I had to make a correction on my animals video, because you now no longer need a staff to have them breed. Or food. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me this winter. I really hope you enjoyed the finale of the story, and I really hope that you know, maybe saw some options that you hadn't tried out before. I definitely really want to hear what you guys think about how it was put together, because, like I said, completely optional. Every step of the way, you don't have to do anything. You don't lose anything for not doing it. But, you know, personally, in my opinion, it's a really well put together story, and I always loved it. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me this winter, and hope to see you in the spring, where we've got plans for the spring. Alright guys, this is 7. Good night.